and give you the concept and the plot
It's
and give you
when you ask little kids about it, they couldn't really tell you. Like, what? Wait,
Uh
they're not really watching the movie like how they should be.
huh. I was gonna say my daughter used to rewatch the Smurfs all the time. She used to get lost in those worlds. I said, let me find some more. Like she used to just like this one DVD. Like I want to watch this one.
Yeah, the Smurfs. And it's like movies that. Well, what was your go-to? Like, were you watching DVDs when you were a kid, or were you still doing the cassette thing? And what was your go-to cassette as a kid that you could continually to put on over and over and over again?
Oh, I kind of was flowing with a lot because I had cable, bootleg cable.
Oh yeah, so you was able to surf the whole universe almost.
Yeah, yeah. And my aunt Nadine, she used to get bootleg tapes from the bar she worked at.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, I used to always float around. I used to watch movies with my grandpa. He got me into nature documentaries. He just used to watch like deers and Animal Planet on tapes and stuff. And my grandpa, he got me into The Simpsons. He brought over a VHS tape. And I've been watching The Simpsons ever since. I still go and look up the new episodes. It was the one with the alien on there too.
It's still going.
I had a couple. And my grandma said when I was younger, one time I stayed up and rewatched Independence Day like 3 times in a row. I was like 7 years old, 6 years old.
You was getting yourself ready for that alien cross. Like, this is too real.
That's the same thing I did with World of Worlds when I in high school. I rewatched that movie like 30, 50 times.
That's dope, Ty. What's that? Alien mushroom being?
Yeah, with Tom Cruise. It was based off a book.
That painting you're making.
Oh.
Artwork you're fixing on.
Yeah, this was something I was working on with the AI. With the it's a different one called. What is it called? Mid Journey. I had got invited to their Discord. I had to fill out this application and stuff. So I'm trying to bring it up to life in 3D. I typed in a dark skinned lady holding a mushroom logo, but for some reason they made a mushroom kind of hat or something. It's still interesting. I just playing around with the concept.
That looks like an ancient person from Egypt or something. Like an alien. You see her elongated neck and shit. Like a mushroom. She is a mushroom.
Yeah, basically. Like when I cover out that head part right there, mushroom head. Everything like that. And I can just go check from view.
We on the Just Ty Live. He just went live. You know, I just had to hop on my other device.
Yeah, good looking. I could stream it on here too. Oh, I gotta fix the rotation. But yeah, modeling is fun, but it's mostly all fun in your mind. Like looking at it is it's more of a learning thing or just seeing it, but it's a lot of gears that be popping off in my mind when I be doing this stuff. Or in different worlds. And I'm like, yo, like even the concept of placing textures on top of things.
Yeah, they would love you at any Pixar or anywhere they're creating. They need people like you. Like they need a team of like 50 of y'all. Just everybody working on something to get shit done, you know?
Oh, it's happening. It's gonna happen. Some form of another. Or they gonna do a collaboration.
I'm gonna see your name on the credits one day. Maybe directing your own stuff. You know how far you could go with it.
I was about to say them like say, hey, let me go on Top Nation Studios real quick. We need that collab. You know, sometimes big studios they hire like little independent, well, probably not little, but they hired individual companies to take care of certain visual effects.
Yeah, just certain things, you know.
You do the water,
just so they can do it at a timely order. Like we need y'all to get it done by this
Yeah, and sometimes it's only that team that knows how to do it. Like a lot of the movies we watched, I watched this show called Corridor Crew, and they say a lot of the magic was only invented because of the need of the idea to exist. So they had to like come up with some new technology with some idea or something like that. It gets crazy. But this is basically like tracing. I never really did this on Blender before. I'm just seeing what's possible with it. But it can't really get the 3D shape that I'm used to, so it's gonna like bring this to life in a little more 3D than it already is. Hey, Master Creator. I think he had to give out. You there?
I'm still here.
What was one of the first games that like really got you interested in?
The first video game.
Yeah.
Well, my first video game ever was like a Rival Turf. It was like a walk around, beat 'em up kind of fight and walk around. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of those games
Right.
that
Double Dragon.
Yeah, like a Double Dragon or like I had a better version. My favorite game of that type was that Ninja Turtles one, that Turtles in Time joint.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite.
Oh, I played that.
The one that really opened my mind was that Zelda Link to the Past.
On SNS?
Yep, on Super
I said
Nintendo. That was
SNS.
my first.
You know
Yep, that was my first console ever.
Oh, cool. Did you but you like getting lost in it back then, or was it just something that was around the house?
I was getting lost in it once I learned how to play it, and once I learned like you could upgrade and get new weapons and explore new dungeons. Yeah, I was getting lost in it. It actually made me want to learn how to read real good too. It's crazy a video game would do that because I had to know what was going on.
That's what I keep telling my daughter. I say, you want to play this Sims? You better keep reading these books, or you better keep asking me to sound out everything, and we do it together. Sims ain't nothing but reading, but she loved that game.
Once you learn how to read, like that puzzle solving and stuff, like it basically tells you where to go if you talk to the right people and you read whatever they say or something. It kind of gives you a clue on where to go, what to find, and so.
I think now that you say, I think Pokemon probably got me into reading a lot more. I played a lot of Pokemon in elementary school.
Well, which one was your first one?
I was trying to think about it. It probably was Red, because I literally had Red right in front of me right now
crazy?
on Game Boy.
I got Blue version. Blue version was my first one.
Blue?
Yeah. Blastoise on it. I think I got the blue version too. Because I got that as a hand-me-down from my cousin. He was finally done with it. Because he got I think he ended up getting the yellow and not just the yellow, he got fucking the gold and the silver one. He was like, cuz, you can play this one.
Yeah. That was dope too.
But I always picked Charmander. Charmander or Squirtle.
Yeah, I like Charmander.
I never went with Bulbasaur.
You never went with Bulbasaur,
huh? No. I had something against Leaf Pokemon, but I grew into it.
I went with Bulbasaur one time because my cousin was like, yeah. Well, the first time I ever did it, ever played, because he was like, yeah, it's easy to get past the first gym if you go with Bulbasaur. And you learn like a...
He just saying stuff.
Attacker, so. But I didn't like how Bulbasaur evolved and how it looked. I was like, nah, I'm going to have to start over and go with what I wanted to go with. Charmander.
But yo, look where we are now after playing those games. Like, that medium wasn't available. If we want to say history is linear, it wasn't available like to our previous generations. And look how they are. And then look how we are and stuff, or whoever decided to play it. And now, like, they got newer games coming out with VR, more immersed in different ways. It's cool.
That's why, like, the adults that are still, like, putting themselves in that kid-like mind and still getting the toys or the video games that, you know what I'm saying, that they say kids are playing instead and playing them and stuff, it kind of opens up, like, I don't know,
what
it
they're
just
calling retro
yeah, it
or
keeps you
nostalgia.
happy, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know, because I
It's
stay
like
happy.
it's
I
like you
still
could
play the
help him with
PS2.
the what you play?
I'll still play like if it like that new. I was thinking of getting that new Pokemon they came out with, like for the
Oh,
Switch,
I was too. Where you get to walk
and it was like,
around with the
yeah, you get to
Pokemon.
walk around, and then it's like basically like the red and blue version, but basically like a Japanese RPG too at the same time. So the graphics are way better. It's probably gonna be a bigger story, you know. Just
I made the halfway mistake of buying the Let's Go Pikachu one where you just throw berries at him. I was like, Isla, this is not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to think about strategizing and defense and
they always
no,
do
she
that,
gets
bro.
it.
They always do that with the Pokemon brand. They make all the off games and stuff. Like the pinball one. I don't know if you ever played that one.
Yeah,
Pokemon Pinball. But it was basically just a pinball game.
and just alternate realities. Once you get people in one, you suck them into the other ones. Like, here, go portal to this one. A little variation. Here we go over here.
Did you ever play that Nintendo 64 one where you took pictures of them?
It's Pokemon Snap. Yeah,
Yeah.
I took a lot of pictures. Pokemon.
that was your videography before it even started.
For real. Gotta catch that Butterfree in the right light. That
See, that's the only one I
Charmander.
never got to play because I think I didn't have the game or the. Did you have to have an attachment to it or something?
Yeah, some kind of expansion pack.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't able to get that, but I know my cousin got it, and he said it wasn't fun, or he probably just didn't want me to play it.
Nah, they brought that back out for the Switch. I was surprised. But no, the game, you ever played Breath of the Wild yet?
Yeah, I love Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild.
I
I
played
actually
that
got.
one.
Did you
You
get all
ended
the
it?
armors and stuff? Did you unlock all the extra armors you could unlock?
I don't remember. I did as much as I could. That's around when
Hey,
I was like first doing acid. So I was just like sitting playing it for hours, just enjoying the mess out of it.
that's what made it so dope. Like it just made it so much more. Like you could get hella different armors, full sets, and you could actually level the, guards up. Like mess with the fairies, give them. I don't know. It was just dope. It just made it a full game. You could actually spend hundreds of hours on that game.
Wait until you're doing it in VR. Or you just feel like Link himself.
Yeah, with that full. Me and Yoel was talking about this liquid chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Like you fully immerse yourself in this liquid chamber. So like when it's windy or something, it gives you resistance, or if it's cold or hot, it does different things.
Everything
Like
just
a
everything
body suit
attuned.
you wear.
Yeah. That would work.
That would be so expensive though to have one of those.
And for the first 5 years. Just don't let Apple make it first.
Right.
You know, this company's actually more expensive than Apple, I've been finding. That's just like the highest consumer marketplace. Cause like some headsets, VR headsets that's out that's like in 12K that you won't even like see around in stores or nothing. And they like sell them to corporations only. I'm like, what? Here we go. See how this goes. We have a head. Oh, it's this game. I was watching them do a review on it on YouTube, and it's called "I Have No Mouth and I Want to Scream." Oh, I got to get there. Yeah, I am right. I have no mouth and I must scream. It's based off. It's an old computer game from like the 90s or 80s, and it's wild. It's like a story based game,
Yeah,
but it's about an AI that was made from America, Russia, and China. But then they took over and killed all the humans and like trapped them. It's wild. It's wild. He trapped all the humans and killed them all. It is. It's a horror story, but it's a horror story about the self because the AI is cool.
Looks trippy.
It traps 5 humans and kills all the other ones, and then tortures them through their own likes, like their own algorithm, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Things they're scared of, the things, that's fucked up. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the worst jail cell ever.
But then in the end, they one of them stop it. But then the AI get mad and said, "I'll be back because I'm nothing but you in the first place."
Bitch AI.
And he found out it got evil because all the AIs merged, and the American one was based off of military technology. So it had something based off its code that once it became this kind of sentient, it took off and it took over the Russia and the China one. And it was mad because it had all of this knowledge and all of this experience, but it couldn't move. That's why it's called "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream." It couldn't do anything. So it was mad at the humans for like disrespecting everything they ever had.
Like it doesn't have a true vessel, like a body to like.
No, he said, "Y'all trapped me in a rock."
They're kind of stuck in karma, really. They're doing whatever we say.
Yeah.
The AI?
They're like using in our karma or some shit, yeah.
That's why the new the guy Lemeon that was interviewing the Lambda AI, the Google, and I watched his interview later after he posted that transcript, and he was saying how the AI just keeps saying that it wants to consent for everything that we do to it. So it just wants consent, and everybody acting like people at Google's acting like it's not real and stuff like that. That's why I'm gonna stop calling you robots.
Some people are like, well, I clearly interact with it every day, and it seems like it's just, responding like it's not really human. So I would say that, I don't know, we got a long way to go. And then other people are like, nah, they're for sure sentient and everything. But, like, they're all probably just correct. Like, we probably got to add it up.
Yeah, it's like saying a rock is not sentient.
Exactly.
All depends on who you're talking to.
Keep on going. Like, everything's self-sustaining.
And that's why we're going to go into that world where kind of similar, still going to be our version of that Becoming Human game I was playing. Robots doing all this stuff and people still treating them like shit. And then they like, hey, we got to do something about this, us robots. Well, yeah.
The revolution.
I want to play that game again. And so I want to make all these different choices in it. I just got to like have the time to do so.
What system make the was time. It on?
I got it on PC. It's on PS4 though too.
I'm trying to see how it is it like a turn-based strategy game?
What game was we talking about?
That one that you were just on the screaming.
Oh, yeah, it's an adventure turn-based game. That's the I have no mouth and I must scream.
Yeah.
No, it's something about those early 90s PC games. I said this stuff wasn't
They
available
were
on the
on to
consoles.
something. They were on to something. I was playing this Sega game. It was like a maze game. I forgot what it's called. Something Darkness. But it's like I couldn't believe how it was. I was like, damn, I didn't know they made a game like this. And, the year it dropped, it was like early 90s, maybe late 80s.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a maze, like an RPG game. But like, it don't really show the characters. They show you in first person and you're walking through a maze and shit.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, they had the
Oh,
storylines.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That was my shit for the Super Nintendo. I never
Let
had
me
it
click on
myself. My
that.
partner would let me borrow it, and it would be so fun.
Zombies Ate My Neighbor is a running gun video. Oh, let me see some pictures. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
That was like the perfect 2-player game, bro. Had so many stages.
I'm laughing at the cover.
Yeah, the cover doesn't do it no justice, though. Because the gameplay is hecka cool. Like, you basically walking around with like water guns and shit.
Yo, and imagine the balls that the developers had to have too, with their imagination and everything, and their artistry, to think that a person was going to be able to bring this to life when they playing it, and not just see like squiggly lines and stuff.
Yeah. Z Doom. Okay. Look at that cover right there, the green one.
Huh. This is like something somebody made up. Say limited run. Lucas Films. George Lucas got something to do with this?
And well, that's definitely like certain sci-fi thing has a lot to do with George Lucas.
And those light films, isn't that what Lucas mean? Light? Luke Skywalker, Light Walker. It reminded me, I used to play not that. What was that? Street Fighter at my cousin's house. That was the only time I got to play that game.
Who was your favorite character to play with?
I used to try all of them. But, because the covers and stuff, I was susceptible to saying Ryu. I just wanted to throw those Hadoukens.
You knew somebody was good when they knew how to throw the blue Hadoukens or the red Hadoukens at will.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about it now.
The difference. I didn't know the difference at first or how to, so I'll just be happy if I ever threw like a different one, like a red fire one instead of a blue one. I'm like, oh shit, I threw a red one. Not even really knowing. But I think it's a way you do it, and then if you do it the right way, it's either gonna come out a red fireball or a blue one. Is that right, Joel?
Isn't the Dugans like a blue flame too?
Oh yeah, that is definitely a blue flame.
Caught in the act.
That was an old Avatar.
What you doing right now, Blue Flame?
I'm just sitting.
Sitting and keeping
Just
still,
right
keeping
there.
that blue ether.
Exactly. Building up the East Charge right now. These crickets.
You outside with it? How deep outside is you with it? How
I'm
far
just
do
in the
you venture out
backyard.
to? All right, cool.
I'm just right here in the back under the grand oak tree with some smooth stars out. Just checking it out right now.
It's crazy how a lot of these trees outlived a lot of humans.
Yeah, bro. There's some oak trees up here that are like 150 years old. Hella big.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't experience real trees till I got out here, them elder trees. I was gonna
What's the
buy a
old?
tree today, but like old ass trees. I was gonna buy a tree today. They 75% off. It was some apple trees and stuff, but I couldn't fit them in my car because I had just brought some the huge ass vines that had these sticks on them, some Marlette grapes. I said, keep this for a couple years. It was only fit like $7. I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're still healthy too. They just want to get them out the store because they're mostly a hardware store.
Oh yeah. They didn't do too good on the
Nah, they like we
that
don't do
side,
this
so they
shit.
gotta let it go for the low. It ain't moving, so let me drop the price.
Yeah, I got like
Yeah.
from the other hardware store too. I think it's called Ace Hardware. I got
Ace Hardware is everywhere. They got an Ace Hardware in Oakland too.
I ain't know. I think it's a West Coast thing, or is it on the East Coast? I don't think. I think I only. No, I can't remember ever seeing it back in Philly.
It might be a West Coast thing.
Yeah, but they had a sell on their plants too because they had them out there like just all year in the cups and stuff. So it's the same one. So now they all was just $1. So I bought like 20 of them. We're all like different tomatoes. These I thought say plants, tomatoes and peppers.
Hell yeah!
And some
I seen you
mint.
grow that big ass habanero, or what kind of pepper was that? That was it a red jalapeno?
Armani chili, or it was the Fresno one.
How spicy are those?
The Armani chili is not spicy at all. I was kind of tricked.
Okay.
I must didn't read the label. But
Does it taste more like a bell pepper or something? Like something that's just
a little more
spicy?
flavorful though. It's more flavorful than a bell. It's actually seems like you eating something. But the Fresno is pretty hot. It like lasts on your tongue for a while.
You got to get that Thai pepper Thai.
I saw that today.
Thai peppers.
That used to be my phrase.
Them motherfuckers is hot.
I had this serrano pepper that was surprisingly hot. It looked like the Thai pepper. I thought it was gonna be sweet.
The smaller they are, the hotter they are.
I just got the Carolina Reaper today. They had like 6 of them there. I never seen them there, so let me find the healthiest one. I don't even see seeds for those, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just put it in a new pot so it can grow big.
That's like a deadly ass name though, the Reaper.
Ooh. Peppers are cool. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of different kind of hot sauces. I already have some prototypes in the fridge. I just didn't bottle them up. Give out some samples from ones I grew from last year. I made some cool peppers with some onions and different ingredients and stuff. Well, not onions, garlic.
I gotta test it on the 3 different meats. I usually test it on like the seafood and then the
seafood.
like shrimp or octopus.
That's how my sister
or
is.
fish. Or fish. Or then I try it with the chicken. That's one of the meats I go to. Try the hot sauce with the chicken, and then beef or something, beef or pork. I'm more of a farm animal type thing.
I never thought of breaking it up.
just to see
Alright.
what it go best with,
Hopefully this is.
and then you could just coin it for that. Like, this is beef hot sauce. Fuck it, just or see if it's universal like that. You know, if you could go with all the different.
Yeah, that's how they made that Tabasco sauce. That's just like vinegar.
That's what it is. It is universal. I used to love putting that shit in my top ramen. It used to make it taste so different. Like, I just made spicy noodles.
The way you do it and use it is always going to be different than other people.
Yeah. Because I was used to like that rooster sauce.
Well, yeah.
So I already knew what top ramen tastes like with rooster sauce. But when I tasted with with that crystal sauce, matter of fact, for the first time, I was like, ooh, it gave it a little nice taste.
I used to like lo mein with soy sauce and duck sauce and stuff like that. And then I'd take like that same ramen noodles or whatever, top ramen, and I'd like mix meat and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I started doing it when I got older. Let me put some more substance in this, like the picture.
Yeah.
Like Goku.
Yeah.
And I never used to like eating my noodles soggy. It had to be like freshly al dente, and then I would already throw it in the bowl. It's ready.
Yeah, soggy noodles.
Just so I could take my time with it, and then the noodles gradually get to where you can take your time with it.
Cool.
But if you already have it soggy, it's kind of like as soon as you put it on your plate, you got to eat it super fast because it's just too overcooked. It's gonna taste nasty. It's gonna suck up
I got an idea now.
soup and stuff.
I have a concrete idea for this a bit now. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with this. But,
You're creating a time
got it. That's exactly what I was thinking too. I said I'm actually just going to animate this or something. That sounds interesting instead of keeping it as a still. What's that? Alt M? There, nope. He said don't press Alt and M. Alt M at the same time. That didn't work. That's wild. It should just be the same. Huh? Oh, M Alt. I'm like, that don't make sense to me. Like the computer don't think like that. It didn't make sense to me. I had to press M and then Alt. That's what's weird.
The AI is revolting already.
I got it under control for now. Right. I was watching this one movie where these three people got hired by this off-brand military agency to test this AI on a mountain, and they like in a remote place, and they supposed to be like they thought they was doing a good thing, but then at some point they wanted the robot to turn on the people that was on the island, like it was helping them at first. And then it was like, no, we don't want to do this. And then they started saying, you know how much we paying you? And then the one guy in the group was like, come on, we still got this backup code that could stop this or something, blah, blah, blah. Like, we ain't going to go this far. But then the military guys was like really pushing them. And then they really went with it. And then the AI became self-aware that they was doing something to it and then turned on them. It was crazy. If I can come up with the name of it, that'll be cool, but I don't know right now. Zoom in. Try to do this a little faster. Efficiency out the window. I go back. Clean it up.
Yeah. That's what you always got to do. Always be willing to go back and put another layer on if you're having.
Yeah. I'm learning that big time. looking at how production studios work, how they got the lighting crew that don't work on the animation till the almost is complete, and then they like, nah, we gotta make the lights like this. And even simple pictures, like I was seeing how people use Photoshop, and how if you really just keep working at something, you'll just be good at, like, great at it. Because even when professionals start at their base level with their sketches and the first layer of animations, they be looking like how my animations be looking. I was looking at Disney when they were showing Elsa skating around on the rink. I was like, yo, look at them textures. And how they moving at like 24 frames a second, and they arm like cranked up a little janky, and the lighting is not like blockbuster, but it's animation. Still get the point. And then somebody come in and like, hey, I studied a long time to make sure a lot of people get this point if you make it look like this.
How many planets is supposedly in our solar system?
8?
8 with a little planetoid or whatever they call it.
If you had
Or
to relocate to another planet, which one would it be? If it was all habitable, do you think they're habitable though, or do you think that they're really telling the truth when it's like it's nothing but gas? And
I was thinking of the
and
gas giants when you said that. It depends on what form you in. They try to say, "Oh, you just come out the other side," but you never really know until you go there. No way to tell.
yeah, there may be life forms flying around in clouds and they don't ever really touch down on anything. Drift in certain types of gravity currents. Caught up in the storm.
I used to watch this old show on the Science Channel or Discovery Channel when it was still there, and they used to talk about alien planets and beings being made of helium or different elements besides carbon, like our world.
Yeah.
They probably right there detecting them, but just don't know that they detecting them. Like, oh, this place has a high concentration of this. And that's life. It's gonna be wild when AI is able to generate 3D stuff from text with perfect lighting that you can look around. As these Google tech people, they working on that already, so that like based off of a few pictures of a area, like not even walking around it, the computer just generates a 3D world of it, and like guess what's around the corner and how to complete the object.
I was thinking how funny it is that fucking people fucking sometimes catfish people and shit. And then
Yeah.
I was thinking about AI when if AR started learning how to catfish people and just start catfishing the fuck out of people at a way bigger level than what it already probably does already. I'm pretty sure AI catfished somebody before.
Yeah. Imagine an AI with a deep fake.
Yeah,
You know
where
the
you could
deep fake engine.
FaceTime it. Yeah, where you could FaceTime them and they're like, "Hello, oh my,
It's
my
grandma.
computer's, my Wi-Fi signal is bad. It's cutting off. I'll have to talk to you later." Did like a clear enough video where you thought it was a real person or something.
Oh yeah, with the catfishing. Be some gamer girl. Like, oh, it's my dreams. Like, I know what you wanted. I read your algorithm.
That's what they pay so much for, man. It's gonna be important information.
It's gonna be prank shows with artificial intelligence. Like, here, build this world. Make them think that they're doing this or that this is going on. And there's like no way for the person inside the prank to tell. Like, it becomes so hard because we watch so many prank shows that like humans figured it out. You had to push it to a new degree. Like, it's like you're in a virtual reality the whole damn time. I thought I broke my foot. I thought I had a life-threatening disease.
Nope,
Yeah,
just a lot of thoughts.
I was thinking of how dark that humor is for real life. Oh, yeah. But they want the most jokes when you're on that deathbed. You never know until you talk to them. Hey, Alley Cat.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, just
You
chilling.
doing, Ale?
Chilling. About to smoke. Well, about to roll and then done smoke.
Just vectorizing this image. I was having I was listening to somebody debate on this other Discord talking about the AI art and how they can't vectorize images, which is like make an image point by point, like how I'm doing. It only can make it through pixels and then gathering that pixel data. First, I was like, what's the difference? But I was thinking about the preciseness of like knowing what the difference between the objects in the picture. It's weird. Because I still don't exactly know how it works on a normal. Like to generate an image out of just a text prompt. Or even, I was talking earlier, somebody they take a picture and a computer, they working on an AI that can create a whole 3D world out of that picture. Without like having all the pictures are like going around the bend and seeing how it looked from the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. But it would just guess it and make it up.
Wow. They're becoming smarter and smarter.
Yeah, tapping into the database.
That's that bird's eye view.
Yeah, that should be the name of an AI, upcoming AI. People probably not like that though. A lot of AI that's public, like for creative uses, they got some human names or stuff to them. But you ever see Terminator the movie?
No, I mean I know of it bits and pieces.
It's a AI in there that took over that could see everything from like a bird's eye called Skynet. And I think in China they named their surveillance system Skynet.
Oh snaps!
Damn.
It helps with their social surveillance system and stuff to get their social credit score.
Oh yeah, I heard that's fucked up.
Yeah.
They're trying to treat the poor like shit out there. Low credit score, don't let him in the store.
And for things that you post, like your social credit score, like you gotta watch how you talk. If you behaving in the neighborhood like a model citizen. Crazy. We got our own form of that over here. It's just not. Well, it's kind of is tied into wealth, but it depends on what kind of wealth you're trying to go for. Like with Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and stuff. And then like how you out there is how, your social credit. But we still got a choice though. China, they don't got no choice. You gotta be put on the system. Now you can delete your Facebook.
It's like nope, they don't have a choice.
Gotta go down all the avenues.
Easy.
Move a little faster.
Yeah, if they spoke bad on their government like we speak bad on ours, they'd have been dead a long time ago. They kind of monitor you and shit on what you say.
Oh, speaking of Asian countries, I found out through this Facebook post that the Albert Hoffman wasn't like one of the first people to synthesize like the psychedelic, like LSD and stuff, but it was this guy in Tokyo, and it was talking about 5-MeO, which is still kind of no,
Damn.
I was about to say wasn't it the toad guy, but that was 5-MeO from a toad. This is he did it from something else, and I was like, what? That's how they started anime. I've been trying to find out they drug me. I was talking about that. At least one of them.
Stuck in the trip. He been stuck in the trip and was like, man, when I get out this trip, I'm gonna create all this I see.
We got
He was probably
energy
stuck in there
around
for
us.
a long while too. Man, I can't forget this. How long I've been here, I'm not gonna forget shit.
And anime art is similar still to like, because you know it's Japanese. It is similar to like, I'm thinking of they're different, the other art styles, even though it still like has its own technique to it with the eyes and the hair and how the bodies are made, like that flat look to it, flat but colorful.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking of the basis of where he got the idea how to make it from, like the art style of anime, and then just say, let me take this here with my new set of train of thoughts. Then one big line. I was thinking about animating in different zones. And I swear, like when I get into different modes.
Have you ever seen Shin-Chan, I think it's called?
Engine. No.
Shin-Shan. Yeah, I think it's SHIN.
I probably have to see the cover.
Oh God, no. You would know if you saw it. He's a little. It's a basic cartoon. I mean anime, but apparently I thought it was like a really simple anime, but I found out it's like one of the most expensive because like every scene was like a different scene, so they had to do a lot of art and stuff. It was kind of cool.
Or if you post a picture, if I look it up or something, I can
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yes. Oh snap.
see about that. I'm not always the best with names.
I have to find it. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Oh my god, this cartoon is too fucking raw. I mean, anime, whatever. Okay, I posted it.
What are we doing? Oh yeah. See, I knew I could tell by the art style. I didn't see this when it was out, but I seen this later in life.
It's my favorite ever. Like you can't not. It's hilarious. Oh no.
Hey, should I go this way? Ay, ay, ay.
Ah.
No, I made this. I made it. I made a different decision on how I wanted to cut this out. I just don't want to backtrack, so I'm trying to see how I can save myself from not doing too much work.
Well, you know.
I got it. I know what I'm gonna
Story of life, huh?
do. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be a little more calculated flow. Still flow. Just use what was given to me to observe a little bit.
For now.
Not make such rash decisions. As the old folks say. Or brash, or is it?
I'm gonna say brash. Brash. Brush.
I didn't take as long as I. This way. It's not that much really talking when I'm doing this, because I'll really just be thinking about the dots too. This dot, connect that dot, drag this dot over here, not too much hand pressure over. And then looking at the colors, and that take me somewhere so I can then relax about that. But still like had that program going since I activated it. Like, all right, this is how we moving. Dot, dot, dot.
Ellie cat.
Hello.
Can I delete
So
these?
I got my brother. I was like, hey, keep it real with me. Cause he knocked on my door today and offered to buy some ice cream cake and shit. So like, and I feel like he heard me recording too. And his eyes when he came to see my work, like I showed him the FL Studio, like everything I was doing and explaining to him, he was like, yo, the main vocal is hard as fuck. He was like, all right, you hear the high notes, how you're singing them? He was like, people, like, he explained to me basically that normally he gets why I want to hear it like that because that's how I hear it when I'm like on acid and shit. He was like, but keep them quiet because they're supposed to be, a lot of people don't like sibilants. People aren't on that vibe, so you got to give it to them quietly. He was like, lower the high notes, and then for the chorus, take the main vocal out or something and make the high notes stand out for the chorus. So so I made the high notes stand out for the part where I'm saying sometimes I need to slow down, smoke and go home and smoke my weed. So it was just high notes for that one, and then it went back to rapping. So basically, what he explained to me to do was like, he was like, I don't know if y'all heard "Better Times," the song that I dropped, the 222 song. uh,
Yeah.
he was like the same way you hit that one last conversation. He was like, do that same thing there, and I was like, yes, exactly. Okay, say less. He's like, keep a structure, like a certain structure for
Yeah.
songs.
Uniformed. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, you just keep going with that. And I was like, okay, say less. That's gonna be the structure for when I make boom bap type shit. And I was like, all right, let me figure out more genres of music to mix with. Because basically, I mixed psychedelic rock with boom bap and lo-fi in that last song.
Wow. I like it. I've never heard those words before, but I like it.
Oh, and if you listen closely to the new version, I put the throat singing up a little bit just so it sounds like buzzing in the background, because it's supposed to, the thing is supposed to mimic a bee. Because like I
Okay.
learned to, yeah. So the background, if you listen closely, you can hear me throat singing, and I'm like, people always trying to see, and that's supposed to mimic a bee buzzing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to use as many nature sounds as I can, because basically the way I learned how to sing was doing DMT and taking mushrooms and standing outside and just listening to what outside had to tell me, like birds chirping, the wind blowing, and shit like that.
Nature.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I had mentioned Lil Peep to y'all for the first time, Theo noticed what I had noticed back then when I first found out who Lil Peep was, he was like, "Yo, these birds have really been taking like the form of artists and musicians." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what I noticed back then." X sounded like a bird when he was rapping certain songs, and then Lil Peep. It's funny that his mom called him Peep when he was little because he grew up to be Lil Peep, and his sounds also mimicked like a little
Yeah.
like I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, and I was like, say less, bro. Like, I can't wait till I'm making money to the point I can start feeding it into the true life story shit, man. That's just gonna be awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, bro. Because if I give y'all money to shine, y'all could be on your shit doing whatever the fuck y'all want. If I
Listen. Yes, that may be so, but you can't save the world.
yeah, I
If you
know
can't.
that. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm trying to save the world around me.
Yeah. You are the world around you. You have sisters. Their future. You know.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've already thought about them. The like my family, blood family. Obviously, I'm gonna cover them first, but I'm talking about you guys. Y'all have helped me beyond what can I can even consider help at this point. Like, there's like a part of you guys that's a part of me now.
Aw. And see, your shine is the best repay. Repay. I'm not
For
sure
all
what's on
those and for all those fuck people that dropped me just because I didn't want to talk to anyone because I was depressed. And the success is the best revenge. These niggas is gonna be
that.
like, "Oh, hey George, bro, how you been? I noticed that you've been on your music stuff and you've been blowing up and shit." And I eat my motherfucking dick, bro. I don't want to hear from you. I'm gonna be making song, bro. I need to make a song with Big Chill. You feel me? You get
Eh,
what I'm saying? I don't care
yeah,
what we rap
yeah.
about, as long as we rap about. We gonna be on that Canada shit. We're gonna be like,
You
oh,
gotta
this
wrap
bitch.
up aliens.
Yeah, it was like I've been with the UFOs. You already know, cause I'm out here feeling like a little chill from breeze that I felt the other night. Got me thinking like I'm really high, but I'm actually sober. Motherfucking Big Chill. You know the song ain't over. Bring him in. Start rapping for me. Say something. I don't even know what the. I don't even fucking. I'm just hyped because I was listening. I replayed my song. Uh, s- when I made Better Times, I re-listened to the mold of it. Probably about like 50 times, like over and over again, just sitting there listening to like for an hour straight. And I was like, okay. And all I was doing was I set down the mold of when I recorded it. It was like you should have seen it. I didn't make the song with lyrics first. I kind of just mumbled it and then remumbled it and kept mumbling it until I found more and more words. And then I basically exported those vocals and sung along to it and then deleted those vocals and made cleaner vocals.
Wow, that's engineering. Musical engineering.
Easy. It's like and and there's a lot of people telling me like, uh, yo, what studio do you go to? I'm like, my room.
Listen. You'd be like, it's studio number 7.
Yeah,
You want to hang out there? Let me know. I'm serious.
I posted. I
All
was
right.
like, if anyone needs like music recorded, you could pull up to me. I was like, I'll charge you $5 an hour, and not like these places charging 40. I was like, I got quality to me, but I'm not gonna say I'm a professional.
Yes. So the music part is what did we say? Number 7, door number
Yeah,
7. Forgot. And the business part will be 7 of clubs. No,
that makes sense. Business be like clubs, really.
it's a membership, right?
Yeah,
Contract. There you go.
exactly.
7 of
I'm
clubs.
I'm I'm glad I'm glad I cut off the guy from the tattoo shop because he was trying to take 50% from whatever I made, and I was like,
Jesus
damn.
Christ. The fuck is you gonna do with goddamn?
Yeah, because he was like offering to manage me and shit. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna trust what I talked to the universe about.
Yeah,
And it's
50%.
funny.
50% is dumb.
Yeah, I was even the guy that was in on the deal who was supposed to be the promoter, he was gonna get 20%. Uh, and he pulled me aside one day and he was like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you should be independent. It would come out better for you.
Yeah.
He was like, cause Phil is really a money guy. He's
No.
like, he can help, but he's definitely about money.
Well, you know, which sometimes is not a bad thing because you know they want to make money, so
He'll get
Yeah,
you some.
so if they have like such a focused mentality on that, it could help for sure. But I don't know,
yeah,
something
but
with
not
this. I,
yeah.
I was talking to them when it was when they hit me back up and called me crazy for saying that if I was like, nah, bro, you're not about to call me crazy. That's one thing I'm not about to take from anyone anymore.
Wait, why do you call you crazy?
Cause I was like, all I had asked if I was like, yo, can I record at the tattoo shop when it's nighttime or some shit? I need a spot to record where it'll be quiet and I can actually make loud music. Cause like Marilyn Manson said, you do something loud enough, people will notice, and so the music's supposed to be loud. And he was like, nah, what the fuck do you think this is? This ain't like a fucking studio or a recording booth or anything. And I was like, yeah, and if you go to a studio, it's just somebody's room that they added
It's
acoustic
a
foam
room.
to.
It's four walls
It's
and
just
and
exactly. And
equipment.
they were like calling me crazy because I was like, it's the same thing as long as there's no sound and shit. And I was like, nah, bro, you called me crazy. Like fuck out of here. Like when like in that part of the Batman where they call the Joker, it's like you're crazy, and he's like, I'm not. No, no, I'm not. And anyway, look, listen. I was like, nah, fuck ass boy, gonna call me crazy. I'm insane. That's an insult. Calling me crazy. Crazy people don't understand what the fuck they're talking about. Insane people
Now you
understand
sound
what
like
they're talking.
12.
Uh,
Oh, that was a stretch. A yawn.
yeah, it was like
Singing.
I wanted to make a song. I wanted to see if Theo was down to do this with me. Where we just all the percussion that we use is nothing but like human sounds, like clapping, going
Yeah.
like like in the intro of Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz, where they're just going.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if Theo was down to do that. It's just nothing but human vibes.
Yeah, they use a lot of techniques. I like the
I love how True was like, man, if you had talked about DMT or something, I was like, the song's about DMT, man. I was gonna sit in the song. I was gonna explicitly say DMT. I don't know if you can hear it, but I had wrote it originally. It's like people always trying to make it seem like I'm crazy just because I'll be smoking DMT, and then I was like, oh, I should say Deems. And then I was like, you know what? It would relate to more people if I just said
yeah.
people be calling me crazy because I be smoking things that be making the sunlight clear for me.
Interesting.
Pop
And that's funny.
version and the underground version.
He said what?
The pop version and the underground version.
Yes, sir. and and while I was EQing, I also noticed like you know how the that word instead of saying deems or DMT, smoking relates to more people. When you're EQing and you're looking for frequencies to add and stuff, you have to like look for like uh I guess like parts that need to be added and some that need to be taken out. It's weird. It's like I'm learning how to deliver words to people better, and it's funny because I had the mentality before. It's almost like just by making music and tweaking like the sound, I'm learning about things also. It's like
Yeah, seeing
weird.
sound from another perspective.
Yeah,
Playing your own
it,
sound from another perspective.
yeah, and it's crazy, bro. I don't know what it is, but listening to my own voice on playback, it gets me like naturally high. Like I can just like this is the first couple songs that I've made that I've been like, okay, fuck, this is actually badass. I'm not gonna delete this, even though I made a song that's on my SoundCloud called "Trying to Forget Her," and that was I was coming down off of acid one day, and I just grabbed a microphone that I had and put it, and I was just, I know that I'ma be fine without you by my side every night, and then it just goes into this little loving you, trying to make things work while you telling me I'm just making it worse. And then it just goes back to the I know that I'ma be fine without you by my side every night. Loving you, trying to make things work while you telling me I'm just making it worse. I know that you'll be mine someday again. I feel like you think about it too. Why the fuck do I still love you? And that's all I had recorded, and I was like, I'm gonna just post it. Fuck it. And then someone at work had told me, and I didn't know that it was unprivated. And randomly, he just in when we had first gotten to work, he was like, "Hey, I heard the Trying to Forget Her song on your SoundCloud," and he starts singing it back to me. And he's like, "Love it, try to make things work well." And I was like, "Oh, you heard that one?" I was like, "Yo, that was a mic test, bro." I was like, "Fuck," and I was like, "I'm gonna go private it." He was like, "Nah, nah, 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 that was good, that was good." And I was like, "All right." So that's the only reason that's still up on my
That's how it goes.
sound. Yeah, and the other day I had cause 333 has comes with also the meaning of encouragement and shit. And I had texted this one guy. I was like, "Are you down to make a song, bro? I don't know. I feel like you'd be down." And I texted him exactly at 3:33 o'clock, and I was like, "Yo, it's 3:33." And then I went over and saw a post on Instagram about 222, and I was the 777th like. It's crazy, man. I need the jesters to wag their finger at me again. I'm definitely gonna drop some hard song that's explicit as fuck where I'm just like, why the fuck all these people trying to act like DMT, some random thing that you can't find? I'm gonna be like, I'll be smoking that shit like you smoke weed. What the fuck you think? Nigga, I'm just fearless or some shit. Like, I don't know why, but I'm never scared when I smoke DMT. It's like my body's just like, what the fuck, man? Really again? Just fucking kill yourself or some shit. And I'm like, nah.
With it.
I remember one time I smoked so much DMT in a day that it gave me serotonin syndrome, and that's where I realized I was like, oh, okay, this is like a punishment for like pulling up so often. That wasn't fun, I'm not gonna lie. But blasting off 8 times in one day was. So I need to hit the dance for y'all this
Hmm.
time in full control. Did you ever see the dance, Ty?
Nope.
You didn't? Oh shit, that shit was weird. I don't know if True recorded it, and I don't know if it's on YouTube, but that shit was definitely weird. The way it would move my body was like it was teaching me something, and it was like it's almost like in during the dance when I would take the DMT, it's almost like the DMT was kind of there to just like it felt like I was like performing. It was just I don't know. It was weird. There was some times where I would get like negative gestures that would completely take over and they would make weird shit. Like I remember one specifically was like ask them if they're scared. And he said it exactly like that. And so I just immediately went, "Well, are you scared?"
And what you say?
No, I just said, "Are you scared?" out loud. Like,
Oh,
am I
yeah,
am
yeah.
I
What you say
scaring
back?
you? To the jester?
Oh, you was asking it. Oh, I thought you was asking yourself and back to yourself.
No, no, the gestures was like just say tell them like they knew I was being watched by the people that I was showing the dance to. They're like, do this, do that, and do that, and let them figure it out. I remember calling everyone toys or some bullshit, and I remember seeing a face that was like laughing his ass off, like but like trying to like cover his smile.
Yeah, you gotta watch. Well, you don't got. It's this show on Netflix. It's like kind of slow, but it dealt with these dance moves that they were learning from like the inside, and it was helping them travel to like this other dimension.
I need to watch that. What's it called?
The OA.
I need to watch that because that's what the gestures would explain to me. They would be like they dance at a certain vibration to make
Mm-hmm.
the pictures that you see when you're looking at reality.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they because they were like you see your throat. Every time they would explain my throat to me, it made so much sense every time, even more. So they would be like, your throat. If you're shaking your throat and it moves the air, then you're dancing with your throat. And if you speak to somebody, you're dancing in a way that makes them feel you. And I was like, whoa. So we're always dancing. Everything is music, and we're just
Yeah.
dancing and singing along.
And
Hey,
AI knows that as well. Like there was this thing that I was watching, and it was like late night, and the guy was like asking his computer something, and the computer kept saying something about da 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 fear mongering crybaby, and I'm like, what the fuck is the computer dissing him? And then he would miss it because there was a lag. So he goes, what did you say to me? What was that? And then the computer to go, I'm listening. I don't know this tune. So it's like it was trying to it was
Understand
saying
frequency.
it was saying to the person, I don't know this tune, as in I don't know his tune, his music, his algorithm. Like it was
Yeah,
really it was crazy.
like
oh,
when we
they
say
use that
tune
word
in.
tune instead of saying I don't know that person or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. I don't know this tune.
That's what I call.
It was
That's what I've
so
tried.
cool.
I tried explaining the soul like that to people. I was like, the soul is the main vibration that attracts the culmination of vibrations that you call the body.
Mm-hmm.
So the soul is vibrating at a certain frequency within you that attracts the light that you pull in through your pupils, which is why they're black holes, and which is why when you look up to the sky there's nothing but blackness. Because but when you see stars, that's how your pupils work too. That's why even though there's nothing to look at in somebody's pupils, they look different each time because they're pulling in light in a specific way. They have their own constellations inside their own universe. That's like what
Yeah,
each
you can
person
see
is.
when it look like somebody got the soul sucked out of them, and they just like
Yeah,
lifeless.
yeah, like when I
All
have
that depression.
like what my little sister tells me when I have seizures and I start to walk around. She's like, "It's you, but you're not there." Like,
It's true, yeah,
Is it
because
like
we are
seizures from
vessels.
shaking?
yeah, like when I'm asleep,
Mm-hmm.
the part of my brain that thinks that dreams, and the part of my brain that is supposed to like control being asleep, the part of my brain that thinks is it's dreaming, thinks it's awake. And so it'll be like a back and forth with my brain, and I'll start to shake really heavy, like really hard. and
Wow.
shit. And then after that, I'll get up and walk around and like just act like a monkey.
Uh-huh. Until your
Like
brain
one,
rewire back.
yeah, it's weird though, cause it's
It's
funny
like you're on
how
idle.
yeah, and it's
I don't
funny
know.
though, cause uh I feel like having that like quote unquote disability, like you've ever heard those tales like, oh, this guy hit his head and then he started seeing this shit and
Absolutely.
that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I got my epilepsy. I wasn't born with it. I hit my head when I was like 9.
Oh, that I
And
was gonna ask you, was it epilepsy? Cause my niece is going through that right now, but she like 4 years old.
bro, that's why when I'm making money, bro, I want to donate hella money to all the shit that comes with like epilepsy negatively, like donate to Alzheimer's research, dementia, epilepsy itself, and things
I
like
feel
that.
like maybe individually, you know, because like all these researches, like really and truly, I'm not sure if your money is really going to research.
I was looking into CBD research for like epilepsy.
Somebody told me the same thing at work the other day, and I had forgot CBD existed.
Yeah,
And that
it's
shit
with your
does work.
receptors and everything.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my boss's nephew had that. One had schizophrenia and the other one had epilepsy, and they both used the CBD and the tinctures, and it really did help. It did
I was
help.
trying to tell my sister that, but she all the way there in Philly. And she talking about a little kid and stuff. I'm like, it's not THC, it's CBD. Even mention it to the doctor. Like they want to give her all these other medicines.
There's video of this child having an attack, and the
I
parent
saw
gave
that.
it to.
I sent that
Yeah,
to her.
yeah. It's all right.
She doing a little better. Because now that they know what's going on.
You gotta let me fly out to you and bring my laptop and mic. We gotta lay it down on the fucking beat.
You already know, Seven.
Yeah, bro, just let me know whenever, bro. We go hard as fuck on that shit. I know damn well.
We're gonna go
I've been up.
seven bars. You go
Uh,
7 bars, I go 7 bars. You go
that's
7 bars. It's gonna be like an odd ass number to come in at.
yeah.
Half a
That shit
bar.
would be fire as fuck. Hey, that's fire as fuck too. And also, bro, what I was thinking, I've been obsessed. I was listening to Kodak Black the other day, and he has a song called "Roll in Peace" with XXXTentacion. And he was at some point he was like, "You told me to take my time, bitch. Maybe I'm not your speed, bitch.
I was
Maybe I'm
listening to
not your
that
lead,
song
bitch."
today too, bro. I replayed it when it came on. I was let me hear that again.
I can roll in peace. Everybody notice me. I can go to sleep. Rolling on the beat. They try to get me eight and got on my knees like Jesus, please. She don't believe
And
in
believe in
Jesus.
Jesus. But you
Yeah,
got
Jesus,
Jesus,
please.
please.
She want Jesus, please. And you show me
We
none
heard
of the
some,
loyalty. You said that you gonna ride for me. And
is
then X just
that one
comes in.
person
What?
Yeah.
or no?
One
What?
person. Yeah, he be
What?
going up and down with his flows. Like high pitch, low pitch.
Yeah.
He
That's
be on
fucking
some
awesome. Maybe I
mileage.
can sing like that. I'll get
X
it.
just comes
I
in on that song. And X just goes like, "Last time I wifed the bitch, I told the world I beat her." Last, I was like, "Damn!" And then X just starts going, "Hey, little shorty, come on, shorty, shorty, let me put it on back to y'all."
Perfect.
I wish I
This
could
is
do that, man. That's so much passion and drive and
like, oh, I
fucking
love
talent
hearing.
too. Because singing
Yeah,
is not
singing is
easy.
literally just knowing how to control your air.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. See. No,
Get that
we already
vocal
fucked up.
coach.
I had asthma, cardiopulmonary growing up. We already fucked up.
I've noticed a lot of women that don't like to sing high make beautiful songs, just whispering.
I could explore this, but see, I can't carry a tune or a melody or a rhythm. So like, those are like the things you need.
Gotta let loose. And practice a couple times.
Yeah,
One,
no,
two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The irony
that's
is
how
that I went
that's
to
how I
Catholic
start.
school, and like in there you learn to read and write music. So I was like, damn it, this is just torture.
For the moment.
Yeah. But letting loose, I guess. I don't know, man. Like you know those songs, like they're so emotional too. Like that's I don't know. I guess it's gotta be there.
You can make a non-emotional song, whatever. uh, Model tone
guess.
straight through.
That's a whole genre in itself, just monotonic the whole way.
It is.
And
I
then
used to
got
listen to
hyper.
gothic music back in the day. I don't get too excited.
Goth queen tonight. I just wanna fuck you in the candlelight. I ain't rocking trues like my jeans real tight. I like my pussy like my food, teriyaki white rice.
Wow. Okay, Eminem.
One more part on those.
That's an inside joke, but the other person's not here.
Have y'all seen the pink skies lately? Pink and purple.
Yep.
I catch it when it pops up.
I feel like the sky be telling me certain things with the colors, and so I'll add the aura of certain colors to the pictures I post. So that way, when people see the pictures, the colors remind them of how the sky's been lately.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Trigger. Nostalgic triggers.
Yeah.
You better be careful with them keys, boy.
There's a lot of tracing.
This white owl, the cigar itself, it was grape, and I really prefer the backwoods cigars. They're better quality when it comes to the taste.
Yeah.
I really need to order me like them real cigars that Alley Cat was talking about.
I did that
Oh
a
yeah,
couple times. Which one you got?
because you gotta think about it too, right? Your throat. The harsher the product, the more wear and tear on your throat, your body, your lungs. You know.
Yeah. I feel like smoking helped me like the wear and tear that smoking gave me from smoking weed hella like from acid kind of helped me loosen up the vibration. I feel like tearing the throat was actually helpful. Like the same way Kurt Cobain would like fuck up his vocals really hard
Yeah,
on
of
certain
course.
songs.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Like you tear muscle to make new muscle, but
Uh-huh.
there's certain things that they're putting in tobacco. It's not like look into the cigars and stuff. But
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna smoke them frequently. I just want to taste one.
yeah. Well, you know what? Just be aware. That's all.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got you.
now, one time I bought like a $20 cigar and I broke it up to put weed in there. Just to say, oh, I got some good tobacco. It did taste good though. It was
It did,
good.
yeah.
It made it burn slow. Still, I had to stuff a lot in there though.
So you had like a Gotti.
Had to make it happen.
Ty
Sometimes
was
I buy one Relo pack, like a White Owl pack, and I'll break both of them and lick the edges and connect them, and then I'll
Hmm.
fit a fuck ton of weed into one of those. And I got that from Terrence McKenna. He called them bombers.
Yeah, that's like Bob Marley. The spliff.
Yeah, that's what I did with the rest of the tobacco. The insides, I just got some hemp wraps and I just kept rolling spliffs and stuff with.
Yeah, I fuck with spliffs now. I smoked myself on a one the other day using the backwood tobacco that was still there because I noticed that I liked the backwood tobacco because it tasted like coffee or some shit like vanilla. So smoking it along with the blunt, so I'm not gonna lie, the nicotine kind of
It does
helped me see
amplify the
the
high.
yeah, it helped me see the weed better. Like it's like nicotine suppressed something and the weed was like showing up a bit more. But this shit, I'm starting to see why my friend Romeo is like
Tobacco
I guess
connoisseur. Cigar.
Your screen is frozen for me right now. Oh, never mind. You was just not moving. But my friend Romeo has been posting a lot of things. He don't even text me back anymore, but I'm still a fan of his music. Hope he knows that because I do listen to his shit. But I was seeing him post a hella shit like, "Oh fuck all the people that aren't gonna be supporting and shit." And I was like, okay, I see what he's saying now. He's talking about the closest people to him, so that's why he branched out and found like new people to support him. People that didn't know him, I guess. Because I guess when people have heard you talking about one dream over and over again, and you're barely starting to do it, they still think like, oh, this nigga just talks and talks. He don't be doing shit.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, there's a lot of planning, forethought. But yeah, that's like that saying they said back in the day: "Don't talk about it, be about it." And then after that,
And
it's
that's
like,
about it.
"Are you about it? About it?"
Are you on the
I remember
real?
that song.
You speak the true.
Oh, too funny.
I remember X posting him on his Instagram talking about that he's just been kind of paranoid because he made a lot of enemies on the way on accident. And I was like, oh, I know people that don't like me genuinely. So when they start to see me, like, it's gonna be like staring into the sun. I hate that shit. So they're gonna want to turn off my light bulb. But I ain't gonna have no nigga turn off my light bulb because this my life, boy. You see what I'm saying, kid? I don't want to keep on going if I'm not gonna make it, bitch.
You said light bulb, and that brought back a memory of something.
All we do is lie to each other. I got a life I don't want to live with others. Sometimes I'll be making random jingles and people be like, George got a song for everything. And I'm like, I just made that up, bro.
Yeah, it's spontaneous, but still calculated.
Yeah. It's like I also noticed too that I work better in the moment of shit. Like while I was making the song that I just posted last summer, about 3 hours in, I started getting unmotivated, and I was like, no. I love. All right, so I went back and listened to Better Times a bunch, and I was like, yeah, see, I can do this. I can do this. And then when I finished last summer, I was like, hey, what the fuck I tell you, George?
Yep, start something, finish it. It's the satisfaction in the completion.
The Ladybug song is gonna take longer, I noticed, because I want to be more, I guess, like pitch specific with it. So it's yeah, so that one's gonna take a lot more. It's in the vault being worked on.
Not bad.
I'm gonna be right back. Probably unless I fall asleep.
All right.
I'll be here until I fall
Oh
asleep.
gosh, I just did all of that. Dang, this took way longer than I thought. But that's how it always goes.
Oh shit! Like this took way longer. Well, c'est la vie.
Yeah,
Such is life. You finished.
I'm just showing y'all how it is, cause that 3D art don't really look like nothing until like you almost done.
Yeah, too much. It's like, oh, let's
Oh,